welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! First score of the game goes up. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest window.
Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback may change this route. The sure hands, it's Watkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
All right, guys, let's talk LSU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, LSU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Got it set up on the outside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Works the middle of the field. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. LSU right back to the line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety getting to the quarter.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Watkins. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Let's it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback get going the other direction.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 6 over UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Rides the back on the option to give.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Can't connect on his first throw.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Kentucky right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow They let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Slings it. It's caught. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. To throw, it's Emmanuel. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Kentucky going quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down and more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. He's got him. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Berry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Berry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will...